Hi guys and welcome to Drive Spark. I'm Promeet and today we are here in Jaisalmer driving the all-new Tata Altroz. Now the Altroz is the second car from Tata's portfolio that features the Tata's Impact 2.0 design philosophy. The first car was the Harrier and this is the second. This is also the car that uses the all-new Tata's Alpha platform, and going forward whatever hatchbacks Tata will produce or manufacture will be based on the Alpha platform. So stay tuned to this video as we tell you everything you need to know about the all-new Tata Altroz. So let's start off with the front end of the car, and the very first thing you'll notice that the design is very unique. So over here you can see that it gets a piano black finish all across, and just below that you get this honeycomb grille over here and some chrome accents right over here. It also gets a sleek looking headlamp cluster that features a projector, high beam and an indicator. Now unfortunately this is not an LED unit, this is a halogen unit. We wish that this has an LED unit, especially for the low beam at least. And over here you get the DRLs, you can see, and this is the fog lamp that actually acts as cornering lights also. So yeah guys, from the front the car looks really nice, especially in this color tone that you see over here. That's the chrome, the piano black finish and the golden color over here. And on the hood you get some hood creases and line that make the car look really muscular from the front. So guys, now coming to the side profile of the car, you will notice, as I was telling you in the start of the video, that this has got a really unique design to it. Like for example, in the front you see that the bumper is not gradually sloping, it's going inside and then again going outside. So yeah, it's got a really unique design to it. Again, it's got some good character lines that run all the way from the front to the back to the tail light. Over here you also got some nice designs and lines that run all along. Also there's one more feature over here. So the door handle over here is not over here, it's on the C pillar, and once you open it you can see that the door completely opens in a 90-degree. Both the doors, I mean, that's really unique. I haven't seen this in a long time. So you can see that the doors open really straight. So that's about it. And you also get these fantastic looking 16-inch machine cut alloy wheels that looks really great. You get an indicator over here, you get blacked out ORVMs, you have a slight present of chrome over here on the ORVM, and you have a piano black finish all over the door sill over here. So you can see that the tail lamp continues all the way till here, and you have some black finish over here also. So basically there's a lot of piano black finish in the car, less of chrome, and with this color combination the car looks really fantastic from the side also. So now let's come to the last bit of the exterior, that's the rear of the car, and again you can see that there are a lot of black elements present. Now first let's talk about the tail light. Now the tail light, again, it's a very sleek looking unit over here that is finished in black. It's finished in smoke blacky effect, and you have a lot of piano black finish all around the tail light and all around the boot that runs all across. You get a Tata logo right over here, Altroz written. Now the Tata and the Altroz are the only two things that are finished in chrome. Otherwise you can see that there's no chrome present over here. Now in between the T and the R you get the reverse parking camera, you get reverse parking sensors. Now the reverse parking camera features guidelines, active guidelines that actually help you park the car really nicely and at tight parking spaces. You get a rear wiper along with a washer. You also can see over here you get a strip of light that is connected to the brake. It illuminates as soon as you hit the brake pedal, indicating that the car is about to stop. And you also get, you can see that on the windshield at the rear you get the heater, and you also get a kind of a small spoiler that's again finished in the black. You won't be able to see it from the rear, but from the side, I mean, it is scooped up a bit. So yeah, it gives a really nice look to the car. Now since we're talking about the rear, let's talk about the boot. So to open the boot, there's a button over here, you just press it and the boot will open. So you can see that there's a lot of space. Now there's some amount of luggage kept. If you want to accommodate more luggage, you can fold down the rear seat and you will have enough space to accommodate plenty of luggage if you have gone out shopping or if you want to keep a lot of things. So close the boot, you have a scoop over here, so you just pull the boot and the boot closes. Now the boot lid is not the lightest in the segment, it is kind of heavy, but overall guys, from the rear also the car looks really amazing in this color combination. So now we are at the driving seat of the Altroz, and first things first, when you enter the car you will notice that there is a lot of space in the car. I mean, this is really a spacious this is a really spacious hatchback. Let's talk about the steering wheel first. So it's a chunky steering wheel and it has got a good amount of grip in it. It is also a flat bottom steering wheel that gives a feel of a sportiness to the car. and you got the steering motor controls that are really nice. You got the cruise control and various controls on the left hand side. You get the infotainment control on the right, where you can control volume. You get the horn in the center. You also get horn buttons on the side, where I mean usually you get the horn at the center, but over here you can see, like, from the left and the right thumb you can press the horn, so that becomes really convenient. Otherwise you have to move your finger from the steering wheel, and on the way you have to do this. So that's a good feature, I feel. Also, let's talk about the infotainment system over here. So this is a 7-inch infotainment system. This is a touch screen. The touch is really responsive. It is really sensitive. You have Android Auto and Apple CarPlay over here, so that's a really good feature. Again, you get the AC controls over here. You get the infotainment controls, the buttons right under the infotainment system. I mean, if you don't want to use the touch, you can use this. Let's talk about the instrument cluster. Now this is a semi digital instrument cluster, so more than half of the instrument cluster is a screen, and a speedometer is an analog, rest the tachometer and the distance to empty. So you have a screen over here where you can toggle a lot of things through the steering motor controls. So you can get instant fuel economy, you can get the trip meter, you both your trip meters, you get the power and torque figures, you get the settings, distance to empty. So you get a lot of information on the car from this MID screen that's over here. You get the tachometer, that is again digital. So over here you get some buttons. You get the start stop button over here, you get the fog lamp, rear fog lamp, and the automatic start stop button right over here. You get a 5-speed manual gearbox. And let's talk about the seat first, guys. So the driver's seat is adjustable in various ways. It's a manual seat. You get seat height adjusters over here, and you get the seat recliner. Now the seat recliner lever is placed kind of back, so I mean it may be difficult for some people to actually find it at the first place, but overall, guys, I mean the fit and finish quality of the interior is really nice. So now we are at the rear seat, and as you can see that the front seat is adjusted according to my height. Still there is some amount of knee room over here, and headroom is there. Now there is sufficient amount of headroom, and there is less amount of knee room. Now I am a 6 feet 2 inch guy, so accordingly you can guess that there is approximately 1.5 or 2 inch of knee room left. So yeah, space wise this car is really nice. There's a lot of space. As I told you, once you enter the car you will realize that how airy the cabin is and how spacious the car is. Also, one thing, guys, about the door, so you can see a scoop over there, right over there. So the door handle is basically on the C-pillar and not like the traditional door handle. You also get soft touch, some amount of soft touch material on the door like in the front, and this color combination is really awesome. The brushed aluminum, the silver and the black look really good. You get speakers over here, bottle holders, like you actually get 2 bottle holders over here that can fit in a liter and half liter of bottle. Also, if you want to shift from the right hand side to the left hand side, because if the car is parked at such a place that you have only one door to enter from, so you can shift really easily. So shifting from the right hand side to the left hand side is not at all difficult, and if you're 4 people traveling, you can just pull the center armrest down and you can relax and go. Now the center armrest does not have cup holders, but I mean the material is really soft and is really cushiony. You also get AC vents over here with a blower speed, so you get 2 AC vents. Now the AC is really effective, and because of the rear AC vent, the entire cabin cools down really fast. You also get a 12-volt charging socket where you have to plug in a charger to charge, and you get this space over here where you can plug in your phone and keep it. So guys, I mean the rear end of the car, the rear seat, you can actually relax. The seat is really cushiony, it's really comfortable, and I am just surprised at how much of space does this car actually have. So guys, we are back at the driving seat of the Altroz, and first things first, when you enter the cabin over here, you will notice that there is plenty of cabin, like there's plenty of cabin space and there's a lot of air. What I mean to say is that this cabin is really spacious when you're driving. So this driver's seat has a height adjuster, so you can see over here that there is plenty of headroom and there's plenty of legroom over here. Now the seat is adjustable. You can adjust the height, you can adjust the rack, you can adjust the distance from the pedals. The steering, however, is only adjustable for the tilt. There is no telescopic, so finding the right driving position can be slightly difficult, but it is not at all a problem. You might take some time, but you will get it. And so let's talk about the engine. first of all. So right now what we are driving is the diesel variant of the Altroz. So a quick engine brief. So this is powered by a 1.5 liter turbocharged engine, which is found on the Nexon. It's a fabulous engine. I mean, the 1.5 liter has a lot of power. So right now we are in fourth gear. So if I just put on third and I press the pedal, you see. So I mean, there's a grunt to the engine, and the engine just pulls. So it's a 1.5 liter turbocharged diesel engine that pumps out 90 bhp of power and 200 Nm of torque. Now that is an apt power and torque ratio for the city as well as on the highway, because right now we have not tested the car very thoroughly in the city, but I can tell you on the highway this car will perform really well. And as far as the mileage is concerned, right now it's giving around 8 to 10, because we've just tripped the meter and it is going to increase as we drive further and further. So yeah guys, I mean, as far as the engine is concerned, it is absolutely a fantastic engine, because this is the same engine that's found on the Nexon, and the Nexon is a fabulous car. If this is the same 1.5 liter engine, then we are expecting the mileage figures to be somewhere around that, I mean somewhere around those only. But we can't tell you right now the exact mileage figures, because I mean it's a brand new car, and we have not got a lot of time with it to drive it thoroughly and tell you how much mileage it is giving. I want to mention is when the car is on standstill, the steering is really light. I mean, it is absolutely light. But when the car is moving and gradually when the speed increases, the stiffness of the steering wheel kind of slowly increases a little bit. So that is really great, because on high speed the last thing you want is a wobbly car, because if the steering is really light, so high speed there is a risk of you flicking the steering and the car just going left and right. We have been driving in the city mode. We haven't tried out the eco mode. We will do that later on when we get the car for a road test. So in city mode, let me just accelerate once. So we are in second gear, we are doing 40. So yeah, and the brakes, especially when you hit them, brakes are really, I mean obviously it's a new car, brakes has to be good, but in general the bite from the brake is really nice. It is amazing. So yeah guys, overall drive quality is really nice. So guys, that was the all new Tata Altroz. We have driven it in Jaisalmer and we loved it. And if you've liked this video, please give it a thumbs up, share and subscribe to all our social media channels. And if you have any other questions related to the Altroz, please mention it down in the comment section and we will get back to you on that. Until then, I'm Promit signing out. See you next time. Thank you so much for watching.